Welcome back, Augmented Ones, to our Augmented Sync, the Adventure Sync update, letting you know about what's going on during the week this week in Pokemon GO. Lately, it can be a little overwhelming to figure out which events are starting when and where, but luckily, we're here to help you with that. Now, if you're watching on launch day, that means you have until 10 p.m. your time on the 10th. The events up until for this week end during your local time and start during your local time. So those are things to keep in mind when we add these, whenever Niantic has any rollouts, because it will either be at a global metric time or your local time. They will correlate which one is which. It depends on the type of event it is. Once again, if you're watching on launch day, this is the last day until 10 p.m. for the Cinna Event. That means every gift you open today has the chance to give you 2 eggs. 2 7-kilometer eggs that have the chance at hatching. Shiny Riolu, Shiny Gible, as well as many other shiny Pokemon and Sinnoh Pokemon of note. Everything except for Combee coming out of those 7-kilometer eggs has a chance at being shiny, so hatch away. And make sure that you open any gifts before 10 p.m. on the 10th. After the 10th, what you want to keep in mind is that any new Gen 5 Pokemon will be out in the wild again. Meaning the wild spawns, local spawns, nest spawns, they'll be back to normal. They're going to be the things that are out and about. And if you're hunting or looking for a certain type of Pokemon in a certain biome, now's the best time to go looking for them in those biomes. Because starting on Friday, Love is in the Air event starts, at which time all pink Pokemon, and it goes back to holiday spawn cycles again. Starting with the Love is in the Air event, new Pokemon will be spawning. Aloha Mola, I think that's how you say its name, I don't know exactly. Not my best generation. Audino, the hearing Pokemon. These are both pink Pokemon that, of course, they're going to love to roll them out during now. They don't have any evolutions, but you can still Pineapple them and get double candy. I'm sure after opening all of those gifts, you have tons of Pineapples like everyone else. Gifts are the best way to get those Pineapples. This event is great for XP grinding because Whismur and other low-tier Pokemon will actually have a low candy cost are easy to evolve. So simply all you have to do is catch 1 to 2 Whismurs with a Pineapple Berry, and there you go, you have an evolution there. Stock up, save up, and then evolve, and then do with it as you will. Probably just trash them. Now into the PvP section. There's a few Pokemon that you want to keep an eye out for while you're playing during these events. Once again, if you're playing today, while watching this on the 10th, you have until 10 p.m. your time, and be on the lookout for those Sinnoh Pokemon that are vital towards the PvP meta currently, and great general counters to have in PvP. The ones of note are Burmy. The multiple forms are actually great in different forms of PvP due to their unique resistances and their low CP cap for the lower leagues. Shieldon, same thing. High defense, low CP cap, so you want to hunt for as many of them as you can. Stock up on candy. Stock up with Pineapples. The candy event hasn't started yet on the 10th. It starts the 14th. Keep that in mind. Croagunk, Skunky, Drifloon, Gible, and Riolu. These are all Pokemon that have great defense, great attack, and great PvP due to their unique typings. Something I want to mention here when it comes to Riolu, make sure that you give it a second charge move before evolving it into Lucario, because it will only have a 10,000 Stardust cost for that second charge move, and that's going to help you out a lot in Go Battle League. Now on to the Love is in the Air event. These pink Pokemon, some of them are very rare to find out in the wild normally. During the Love is in the Air event, Pink Pokemon are pretty good in PvP. The ones you especially want to keep an eye out for are Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Snubbull, Togetic if you can find it in the wild, and Execute has its moments. It's good general for other things as well, and it does have some promise in certain metas. But it's just mainly that it's another pink Pokemon that you can find out there. Speaking of another pink Pokemon that you might be able to find out there, during the Lickitung Raid Day, it'll be a 3-hour span your local time between 3 and 5, where Niantic will give you 5 free raid passes, one at a time, for traveling. Lickitung Raid Day is on Saturday, February 15th, from 3 to 5 p.m. your local time. During this time, Lickitung Lickitung Shiny will be released. It's a glossy gold, and they decided to do a very tongue-in-cheek thing and give Lickitung, the personal space invasion Pokemon, Body Slam, right after Valentine's Day. I think we know where they were going with that. But anyway, nice tongue-in-cheek reference for that. But yes, the Lickitung will be getting Body Slam as an exclusive move if you catch it during this raid hour, during this raid day. And this raid day is the standard way where every gym will have a Lickitung on top of it to be raided at during 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. till 5 p.m. your local time. The thing to keep in mind with these raid days is the Lickitung start spawning the second that a player that is playing sees a gym. So if all the players are starting on one side of town, when they get to the other part of town that no other players have seen yet, it will unlock those Lickitung, so it will be a staggered release. So sometimes you can actually raid till 6 o'clock, trying to find those niche little gyms that just were seen late in the raid hour, and then they'll actually still be available. So make sure you stay in tune with all your local chats or discords and see if there's any staggered gyms, or communicate with your teams and let them know that you're actually going to start on one side of town. That way you can have it staggered and you guys can hit as many as you want. Granted, Lickitung isn't one of those Pokemon that is going to change the entire game, but it in the PvP meta does have some plus points, but not every raider is hardcore for PvP. Just a few factors, good to keep in mind. That was just a random fun fact about the raid day. While we're on the topic of raids, don't forget, Tornadus. All Tier 5 raids will be Tornadus, and the raid hour on Wednesday will be Tornadus again. And that's everything that's going on this week in Pokemon GO. And on Friday, we should be finished uploading the last set of podcasts, ending with the G Fuel caffeine calibration segment and Cinnamon, how you can improve your daily regimen of coffee or caffeine with a simple pinch of cinnamon. Just a quick reminder for anyone wanting to be an Augmented one like us, you can find everything at augmentednaturally.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Some of the venues that have character restrictions we're on as Augmented Nature Nat 1. Everything else is just Augmented Naturally. Sometimes we're a little too long for them to handle, so whatever way you want to stay Augmented Naturally, follow us there. And you can find us on most podcatchers. Just type in the name Augmented Naturally, and you'll find us. Remember, good calls, good balls, good luck. We'll catch you in the next one.